Welcome back, friends. So this is our second part of the Read Aloud for Chrysanthemum by Kevin Henkes. So let's go over what we read yesterday. So we meet Chrysanthemum. When she's born, her parents love her and she thinks she's absolutely perfect. And they want an absolutely perfect, unique name for her, and they choose Chrysanthemum. When Chrysanthemum grows up, she begins to really appreciate and love her name. She loves it when her parents say it to her, when she says it to herself, when they write it in an envelope, even a cake, or when she writes it herself. Okay, so Chrysanthemum's happy as she can be. She loves her name. She loves herself. She's excited to go to school and she can't wait. But when she gets there and they call her name, everyone starts giggling. And she does not like it. She's not appreciating that giggle. And there's a couple of students in particular who make fun of her. There's Victoria, Rita, and Joe. They just say mean things to her and she does not like it. Look, she even tries to during nap time. She is not happy, but she doesn't do anything to a friend. Instead, she takes her emotions and tells her parents. And her parents do nice things for her that help her forget. They play a board game. They make her favorite food. And she's okay. So she even gets to sleep calmly. And then after the day, she feels proud of her name again until she gets to the playground. And they're still making fun of her. She doesn't like it. She doesn't appreciate it. They're still making fun of her at school. Again, she doesn't like it. She doesn't need it. And this time she tries to feel better, but it almost doesn't help. She loves her parents, but she still feels bad. She feels so bad that this is what happens next, okay? That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she really was a chrysanthemum. She spread her leaves and petals. Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one until there was nothing left but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. She had a nightmare. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. She loaded the pockets with her favorite, most prized possessions and her good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest route possible to school. She stopped and stared at each and every flower. Chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum, chrysanthemum. It feels like the flowers seem to say. Can't remember. We're like, who's this? We'll find out now. That morning, the students were introduced to Mrs. Twinkle, their music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless. They thought Mrs. Twinkle was an incredible wonder. They went on out of their way to make a nice impression. Mrs. Twinkle, so they just met her. They like her a lot, and they're making a choice to make strong choices so that she likes them. Mrs. Twinkle let the students in skills. Then she signed roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess. Joe was chosen as the all-important pixie messenger. And Chrysanthemum was chosen as a daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy, chrysanthemum's a daisy. Joe, Rita, and Victoria chanted, and thinking it was wildly funny. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was very dreadful. What's so humorous? Asked Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Joe. It barely fits in a name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. She's named after a flower. Mrs. Twinkle said, my name is long. It is, said Joe. My name would barely fit on a name tag, said Mrs. Twinkle. It would, said Rita, me pointing. And, said Mrs. Twinkle, I'm named after a flower, too. You are? Said Victoria. Yes, said Miss Twinkle. My name is Delphium Twinkle, and if my baby is a girl, I'm considering Chrysanthemum as a name. I think it's absolutely perfect. Chrysanthemum could scarcely feel her ears. She blushed, she beamed, she boomed. Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum, Chrysanthemum. Joe, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthemum lovingly. Call me Marigold, said Joe. It's Carnation, said Rita, pointing. My name is Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. Chrysanthemum did not think her name was absolutely perfect anymore. She knew it. And before the end, here's the epilogue. So an epilogue is things that happen after the story is done. So this is what happened. Overall, the class musical was a huge success. Chrysanthemum was absolutely perfect as a daisy. Victoria made the only mistake. She forgot her lines as the dainty fairy queen. Chrysanthemum thought it was wildly funny, and she giggled throughout the entire dance of the flower. Eventually, Mrs. Twinkle did give birth to a baby girl, and of course she named her Chrysanthemum. Okay. So the lesson of the story is don't make fun of someone's name. You cannot change your name. Okay, so names have an important history, an important reason why you're named, how you're named. So if you want to know, just ask your mom or dad. And overall, we're not mean to our friends. Okay, that doesn't make them feel good, and it shouldn't make you feel good. So we're gonna try to always be kind. Okay, that was Chrysanthemum by Kevin Henkes. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.